Have you ever heard of the Sunday Times Rich List? It's a list of the wealthiest people in the UK, and by wealthy, I mean multi-billionaires. Each year, the count of billionaires has boomed, but it seems like the boom time is over. The Rich List has witnessed the first fall in the number of billionaires. This comes while the wealth shared by the big players has climbed up. What is happening to Britain's richy rich? What's the reason for the sudden drop in billionaires? Our next report getting you the complete story.
How do you perceive Britain? Do you see it as the empire on which the sun does not set? Well, it seems the sun has set on some of the UK's wealthiest. The Sunday Times Rich List, a list of the wealthiest people in the UK which features King Charles III and Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, has some interesting takeaways. The Rich List, which keeps adding more billionaires each year, has dropped some people from the list this time. This is the first fall in billionaires since the financial crisis of 2007-2008. The list has dropped 6 of the wealthiest from last year and now has 171 people. But on the other hand, the wealth shared by the billionaires has boomed to over $850 billion. That's a rise of over $37 billion from last year. So is the boom in shared wealth a good thing? It might seem so, but it's not. You have to consider Britain's double-digit inflation. If we consider the effect of high inflation on wealth, the nearly 4.5% increase in shared wealth actually represents a fall. After seeing inflation climb over 10%, some billionaires say that years of cheap money boomed the value of companies. But now it's time to be sensible and get back to work. Some people might derive happiness by looking at billionaires facing tough times. But this incident is bound to have a chain effect. The financial pain for billionaires can be relayed as well. You see, the wealthiest of the wealthy don't operate in a vacuum. The more money billionaires lose, the less likely they are to start businesses, which will result in lesser job opportunities. This will ultimately slow down economic growth. So what can the country's leader do about this? Well, unfortunately, he is also in this mess. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and his wife Akshata Murthy, who made their debut on the Rich List in 2022, have climbed down the list after losing nearly $250 million since 2022. This major drop is due to the losses Infosys faced, the Indian IT giant, some of whose shares Akshata Murthy owns. There's a list of other billionaires who met the same fate. Sir Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, witnessed an over 42% drop in his fortune. The failure of his satellite venture, Virgin Orbit, led to the loss. Denis Sverdlov, founder of Arrival, an EV manufacturer, was dropped from the list when his over $12 billion brand was reduced to an over $29 million company. Alex Chesterman, the CEO of Kazoo, a used car dealer's company, witnessed its shares drop 99%. This is one of the biggest losses for a billionaire. The fall of the billionaires has also hit shareholders hard. Virgin Orbit, Arrival and Kazoo, which are part of the public market, have flushed out a number of shareholders due to losses. How things shape up from here onwards remains to be seen. Watch this space. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.